We don't have time. We don't have that much time.
We got that much time.
All right. He's still eating too.
Yeah, I was gonna point out the fact that our president Leo isn't here right now, and he's the one who told me to give the speech today, so it's kind of weird. No love to the rest of you guys who still have it. Alright, so hey guys, I don't know if I'll be able to do it, but I'll do my very best to beat Tomas's speech from last year in terms of length and quality. But I doubt either will happen. So, but I can assure you guys that Juanis' speech will definitely pale in comparison to mine in terms of both length of, no, you stay right there. But in all seriousness, I'll try my best to provide an engaging and fun exit speech. So, it's crazy to think that Chess Club has grown to be this big. Granted, half the club is really just playing Smash, but it's amazing to be this big in size. When I first think about how maybe we hoped to have maybe 6 or 7 members, and that consistently came to every meeting when we first started, and could maybe hope for around a maximum of 10 members. But looking at all of you today, it still blows my mind. I'm not trying to brag or anything, but I think that the tournaments that we have now are much greater and better in quality than we used to host inside our club. And it sucks that we weren't able to get another tournament in at the end of the year, and another one for all our seniors, but it was still a lot of fun to be able to compete against and with you guys. Personally for me, I've enjoyed my time in Chess Club. I've enjoyed being able to play against many different people with many different playstyles. I'll never understand Nemo's weird strategy when he creates this huge W on the board. And I'll never understand why Juanis keeps using this weird opening that never works. And I'll never cease to be amazed by how cancerous the games between Rohan and Sammy are. He always manages to blow huge leads. Chess Club has really allowed me to express a creative side of myself in terms of play that I wouldn't have been otherwise able to achieve. No matter how many times my chess.com rating dropped, I failed to find a single moment where I disliked chess because of how much fun it became. Originally, I joined this club thinking that I would be one of the worst players in the club. I soon found out that I was actually one of the top players in the club, with only one real rival, Tomas. I'm sorry, Tomas. As I said in chess club, players with equal or higher skill levels join. David, over there in the man. Okay, and then as I say in chess, and I found myself immersed in a world where on one hand I was getting destroyed and having fun, and on the other hand I was having fun teaching chess. It's been an interesting experience where I've been able to mentor others, at the same time be a sparring partner for other people. And I'm happy to say that I've enjoyed doing that. I want to thank all of you guys for making Chess Club an unforgettable experience for me. Never did I think would I go from being an interim secretary to the vice president of Chess Club. I've been very appreciative of the time that I've had as vice president. Being vice president definitely came with its ups and downs, including Leo, but I'm a better person and chess player because of it. The people I've met and interacted with in my short one-year tenure has made all the adversities that came with it worth it. Before I continue, I would like to thank Mr. K for serving as our advisor, albeit for a short time, but I would also like to thank Mr. G, who is not here with us. As you guys all know, he's on paternity leave. And it is amazing that he's been able to deal with us for 2 years, but he has done it, and I'd like to thank him, and hopefully all of you guys can thank him when you see him again. Now I'll be thanking a lot of people who have meant to me a lot in Chess Club and personally when it comes to chess. So first I can start with Tomas. We owe a lot of our fun to Tomas, our founder and former president of the club. While I say that I was the most progressive and forward-thinking member of the cabinet for 2.5 years, it was Tomas who started it all. It was Tomas's passion that led to the creation of the Chess Club, the expansion of Chess Club, the creation of the inter-high school chess tournaments, and the creation of the Chess-Institution, which I guarantee 95% of you have no idea even exists. Tomas's determination for a better future for chess and love for the game has inspired me to attempt to create a perfect environment for chess to be played and shared with others. It was Tomas's flexibility and willingness to listen to his cabinet members that led to a productive functioning of the chess club. It was Tomas's leadership that has led the chess club to progress to this point. I'll never forget the many games we had against one another and the many lessons you taught me in chess. The passion they have for chess is most definitely unparalleled in this chess club, and I have little reason to believe that there is anyone else on this planet who cares more about chess than you, even Magnus Carlsen. With all that being said, I don't care what you say, but A4 is a viable opening, and playing on someone else's time is most definitely morally unethical. All kidding aside, thank you, Tomas. Thank you for making this all possible. I'd like to ask everyone to give Tomas a huge round of applause. up is Hovanes. Oh boy, I can't even believe I'm thanking you for anything. But despite all our trash talk and arguments, you're still a valued friend of mine. I remember first meeting you, and despite the fact that you're playing Smash right now, I thought you were the worst trash talker in the world because of how much trash talk you talk and how much you couldn't back it up.
Oh, come on.
As much as I hate to admit it, you are a good chess player, and your creative and combative way of playing chess continues to surprise me in a way that forced me to play more creatively as well. But you are more than just a chess player, you are also an important cabinet member, our publicity commissioner. I think most of you forget that we have one, but the role of publicity commissioner is an important one. Publicity commissioner has the job of communicating with ASB, Warbridge TV, and the Golden Arrow, which Hovanes can tell you is not easy at all, especially when ASB still considers us an academic team. Having Hovanes take on the brunt of this work was a questionable, very questionable decision at first. But over time, Hovanes proved that he has what it takes to be a good publicity commissioner. And our club is much better off because of it. Hovanes, I'm really glad to have met you and become such good friends with you. Your energy and tenacity is infectious, and it's hard to find someone else to replace your fighting spirit and trash hockey abilities, maybe except for cash. But in all seriousness, I want to thank you for all that you've done for the club and what you've done for me as a friend. Everyone, as much as you don't want to, please give Hovanes a round of applause. Now, ignoring the fact that he's not here with us, I now have to reluctantly thank Leo. I don't even know where to start with this guy. For anything, he should be thanking me. In all seriousness, he's been a great friend to me, and I appreciate all the energy and positivity that he brings to every chess club meeting. Whether I'm arguing with him or making fun of him, he always seems to have this particular aura of calmness that demands respect. I think that Hovanes, he's played the most chess matches against me, and despite always losing to me up until probably last year, he always kept coming back to play. I appreciate him being my first student as well. Teaching him and helping him understand the game of chess at a higher level also allowed me to find holes in my game and improve not only my play, but my teaching methods. Of course, it seems like anyone could have been my first student and I've done the same thing, but his annoying tendency to keep asking questions kept me thinking, and more often than not, helped me find holes in what I was teaching him. I hope that this past year of watching me lead and doing a lot of the work that he's supposed to do has allowed him to become what this club needs next year to take it to new heights and a new level. I trust and believe in his leadership, and I hope that he will be able to keep Chess Club thriving. Thank you, Leo, for everything you've done for this club so far and for me. As reluctant as you guys may be, just like Hovanes, please give Leo a round of applause. Now I'd like to thank Coach Sabler, who's sitting in the back. If it weren't for him, I don't think I would have gone as good at chess as I am now. Coach Sablo has a traditional way of playing chess and likes to keep challenging me. And even though the first time we played, he acted like he didn't know how to play chess, I still appreciate everything you've done for me as a person, as a tennis player, and as a chess player. So thank you. Now I'd like to also thank Irene for being our secretary for half the year. I don't think she's here right now, but her emails and her very cheerful way of putting out emails, despite me making like a tendency to put really depressing emails, has really allowed this club to grow, so I thank her for that. I also want to thank Rohan and Samek for their very cancerous games of chess, because if it weren't for you guys, I don't think this club would be half as fun as it would be, so thank you. I also like to thank my brother who's sitting right there, because if it weren't for Andrew kicking my ass every time we played chess when we were younger, I don't think I would have gone as ambitious at this game as I was. So thank you. Now I'd like to thank Nima, because I realized how difficult this job actually is after spending a year under Leo. But I appreciate everything you've done to forward this office and make it as important as it is. So thank you. Now I'm going to take a moment to thank myself. No, I'm just kidding. Now I'd like to give a message to the incoming cabinet members, some of who are sitting right here. So the work that you're about to undertake won't necessarily be easy and won't always be full of fun. However, in the end, you'll appreciate the experience of being an officer. The discipline and responsibility that the positions demand won't be easy to meet at first. But you guys were picked because Leo and I thought you guys were capable enough to handle this pressure. I hope that you guys, under Leo's very, very broken leadership, will be able to help this club reach new heights. But more importantly, I hope all of you guys will be able to take something away from these positions other than just something you can write on your college apps. Thank you for your next 2 years of service. Finally, I want to thank all the rest of you guys who are still playing Smash for making this club what it is. At the end of the day, it is you guys who show up and play chess. It is you guys who give this club life, and it is you guys who, it is the joy that all of us officers get to experience. So thank you guys for being part of this club. Sammy and Rohan, thanks for your cancerous matches and your eagerness to improve and get better at the game. Thank you, Eva, for pioneering and pushing forward the importance of the vice presidency. Thanks, David, for being the perfect sparring partner. Thanks, Julia, for being the perfect student and challenging opponent. Thanks, Yuki, for always being the successful underdog. And thanks to Irene, who is not here, for your interesting and cheerful emails. But thanks to all of you guys for making this club what it is. For all the underclassmen, I hope all of you guys will continue to enjoy the game of chess and are successfully able to represent our chess club and school at future tournaments. For all the seniors, it's been a blast spending the last 4 years with you guys. And I hope you guys have all enjoyed chess club. Thanks for being great classmates and fellow club members, and I wish you all the best in your future endeavors and hope that we will cross paths once more in the future. I hope that none of you guys have fallen asleep by now or are playing Smash. Hopefully you guys are able to find this speech engaging enough. And hopefully all of you guys will have enjoyed chess and will be able to use chess in a beneficial way later on in your life. I want to wish all the incoming club, the cabinet members, good luck. Ben, Jack, Andrew, and whoever else is out there. I want to thank you guys for dealing with Leo for the next year. Again, thanks everyone for a great 3 years in Chess Cup, and it's been a blast. Thank you.
All right.